Well, hello everyone, and this is Peter Brown with a look at your weather for the next 7 days. Now, I hope you all survived and kept safe in that messy storm that we had over the past couple of days. We had a little bit of snow, but a lot of rain and some ice there. So, as we move ahead, though, going through our period coming up, you're going to notice temperatures starting out on Friday about average, a little bit cooler than average, but nothing too bad. Nothing that we haven't seen in February before here in southern New England. That's for certain. We're going to be starting out, though, again, like I said, our overnight lows, actually, if you're going to be out and around going into Saturday morning, not too cold for this time of the year. So definitely not tropical, but definitely not too bad if you have to be out there. And look at this as we get towards the end of our period, already into the middle of February. Actually, when we get to this point in February, we only have about 4 weeks until we turn the clocks ahead. So we'll be getting some much later sunsets, which is a really nice sign of spring to come. And of course, speaking about that, of course, our sunrises are getting earlier, sunsets getting later, so that is definitely a positive sign that we are moving on towards spring. Now, as we go ahead, I'm going to show you a little bit about what's going to be going on with our weather for the next 7 days. Now, again, looks like a little bit of a complex weather map, kind of similar to what we saw last week. Now, starting out on our period going into the Friday time frame going into Saturday morning, we're going to see a kind of weak and disjointed system moving towards us here in the Burlington area out of the Ohio Valley. And this is going to be bringing with it kind of a weak warm front into our area. That may actually trigger a few snow showers as we head into early Saturday morning, so you have to be out early around Burlington. Keep an eye that we could have a little bit of slick conditions around, but as we head into Saturday afternoon, this warm front's going to move north of us, and that's going to bring some fairly mild weather into our area. Temperatures may be in the lower to mid 40s, but unfortunately, that's going to bring with the chance of some fairly heavy rainfall. And after that system passes by, we are going to see a weak cold front move through. Nothing too spectacular, but we are going to have to take a look when we get towards the end of the period down here. We're going to be seeing another low pressure center forming, and that's going to come over here off to the coast of just south of us. And that may actually bring us a little bit of unsettled weather as we head into the Wednesday and Thursday time frame. And once that storm passes by us, looks like it's going to drag down some fairly chilly weather with this high pressure center over central Canada. So that's for sure. We are moving through February, but we do still have a good deal of cold weather to come, but nothing too bad as we go ahead. Now, as we move ahead, I'm going to show you a little bit about what we're expecting for temps and precip over the next 7 to 10 days. And looking at this first map, looks like here in the Burlington area and most of the rest of New England, the Climate Prediction Center is predicting us to have above average precipitation, and that's going to be reflected as we get into this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, we may actually see a couple of inches of rain again. No snow. Doesn't look like we're going to get too much snow, maybe a little bit flurry light coating on Saturday morning, but a heavy rain is going to move in as we get in towards Saturday and Sunday, maybe again on the order of 1 to 2 inches. So that definitely will be reflected here in the above average chances of precipitation for us. As we go ahead, we're going to take a look at our temperatures also for the next 7 to 10 days. And here it looks like up here in the Burlington area again, expecting temperatures at or a little bit above average. So that we're going to see that also in our temperature profile as we go through the next 7 days. Temperatures not too warm, but definitely not as cold as they could be for February. But of course, if you're going down on vacation down to Florida, this is where the real warmth is. So you're going to have some great weather if you're heading down that way. Now, as we move ahead, we're going to show you a little bit about those temperatures and the weather coming up the next 7 days. Now, again, on Friday, starting our period, we're going to see seasonable highs, temperatures in the mid to lower 30s, and we're going to see that chance of maybe a little bit of light snow moving in very late Friday night and going into the first part of Saturday. But once we get past probably 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, if you have to go out and do errands, the weather is going to turn a little bit warmer, temperatures up near 40, a little bit higher maybe, and that's going to bring in now the chance of some heavier rain. So the slick conditions will be gone. We're not going to see a big refreeze going into Sunday as temperatures are going to stay above freezing, but Sunday is definitely going to be a washout, that's for sure. Probably, again, maybe as much as 1 to 2 inches of rain. Now, as we head into Monday, look at this. Conditions start to clear out. Temperatures Monday and Tuesday, look at that. They're staying around 40, so not too bad for this time of the year. And again, as we get towards the end of the period into Thursday, this is where we'll have to keep an eye on maybe that system that's going to be passing by to our south. That one, however, as you notice here, Thursday night into Friday morning, that's going to draw some chilly air down. So we will have a little bit of real winter coming back to us as we get to the end of the period. So everyone, get out there, enjoy the weather we're having, and have a great week.